Peace, peace, peace. Welcome once again to the 6 Degrees. Bro, you on your phone? You just gonna be on your phone like that?
I mean, you was doing your intro.
Can you look interested though?
I am interested. I'm trying to get people to get on and listen to us.
Come on, man. Negroes. Peace, y'all.
Peace,
Yo,
peace.
Welcome to the 6 Degrees
That's my
podcast.
boy's word. Peace, peace.
Peace, y'all. Welcome to the 6 Degrees 6 Degrees podcast, where instead of
I got you. You can go now.
all right, thank you. I know I'm still new to this, but damn. Peace, y'all. Welcome to the 6 Degrees podcast, where instead of separation, we choose to explore the ties that bind and focus on those things that keep us connected. I did it. One take today. Well, minus
I had to get you right.
a couple.
If I hadn't interrupted you, you wouldn't have done it that clear.
I wouldn't have.
So, it's an inspiration.
Listen, and tonight is a very, very special night. This is the first edition of, aside from this being the first version or first episode of the 6 Degrees podcast that is in person.
Yeah.
And yeah. Oh, look at this. Hold on. We'll get to that in a second. And just so you know, all the people out there who are watching this, I've had both of my shots. I'm good. He's had his first shot.
I get my second on Friday.
We both are COVID negative, so
This fool. It's like, who does it?
this is dope, man. This is gonna be
It's
fun.
live.
This actually might be too much fun, but I'm okay with that. And we're gonna try to look into the camera at certain times. If not, it doesn't matter because a lot of you guys are gonna hear this via audio. But I have a very, very, very I'm tripping.
Of course.
Yeah, we'll just do it then. I have a very, very special guest with me this evening. One of my best friends ever in the whole world. This is my brother. When I tell you this is my brother, like,
Yo.
this is my brother right here. And
20 years been knowing this black man.
it's been longer than that, bro.
Yeah, because 20 years was college. We old.
We met in
We're closer to 25.
no, bro. We met in 1994.
Yeah.
Some of my listeners weren't even born in 1994. Some of them weren't born.
In the hallway at the Rice School, La Escuela Rice.
But before we get to that, because you jumping ahead.
I'm sorry.
First question I always ask.
So professional.
Yeah, I mean, I learned from you. First question I always ask is, what's your temperature tonight? My temperature is like a cool, like 70. I'm 70 right now. Like, I'm chilling. I'm so good. This is just a good feeling. This moment is incredible, and I've been coasting all day. Purvey, what's your temperature?
About a smooth 73.5.
All right, cool. So we in the same, you know what I'm saying? We in the same neighborhood. 73.5. I know why your temperature's elevated a bit.
Yeah, but, by the time we got this podcast, it'll probably be like a 92.
Why?
Because you have a tendency to run me hot.
Hey, man, listen. Here's the thing. This could be really dangerous because if there's anybody who has all the secrets for each of us, it's the other. And
So if y'all see us randomly stop, just know it couldn't go past that point. If you see, the screen goes blank, or if I just leave the show, you know that
if you stage a walkout, bro, we're gonna have problems. But
walk off the set.
Yo, this is my brother, the one and only Robert E. Purvey. Listen, I'll let him do more introducing of himself than I will. Let me just go ahead and acknowledge. Listen, I see y'all in the chat. Wherever you are, however you're watching this, I'd ask that right now you pause, take a second, follow, like, and subscribe. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, but not just that, hit that little bell notification icon so you can be notified whenever the 6 Degrees podcast goes live. We're live each and every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, just like we are now. However you heard about it, hey, you're doing a hell of a job.
I need all my Dallas people to read. I'm pretty sure some people see the what I posted on Instagram. They see 9 p.m. They don't see Eastern. They just see 9 p.m.
They just see 9 p.m.
So
people don't read, man.
Yeah.
People don't. It's important to read. It is actually fundamental.
And I say in my comment, tune in at 8 p.m. But people don't read that.
If the whole world read, then
Be a much better place.
we wouldn't be here. Anyway, listen. First question I always ask. Oh, that's what I was saying. Follow, like, subscribe. Thank you for doing that. If you would like to, at any point throughout the evening, there's several ways that you can support this podcast. Number one, you're tuned in, so I appreciate you for doing that. If you'd like to support a little bit further, you feel like you can do a little bit more, hit that like button underneath. If you want to go further, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell notification icon. If you don't feel like doing any of that, share it with a friend. Maybe they might like it. But if you just want to take it above and beyond, and we have some people who do this every week. There's some information going across the bottom of your screen right there. You see it? Yep, there it goes. Cash apps, the Venmos, all of this. Listen, it goes to maintaining the platform so that we can keep these shows coming to you each and every week.
So I need my Cash App to go across the screen because
we got you.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna drop some nuggets tonight.
Listen,
people to be a blessing.
We got you. What's your Cash App, bro?
$ RE Purvey. Very simple, So
It's so simple.
If anything I say touches you tonight, it's $1.
There you go. RE.
So if I only get $2, I'm
gonna keep that there.
I only said two great things.
Boom. If you wanna look, drop something in that bucket. RE Purvey. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I meant to actually add your name on here because since you're not appearing on a separate screen tonight, your name won't be on the bottom. So let me do that now. So, and I'm here with Bam at RE Purvey. Bam. All right. Cool. Now we got that out the way. I'm gonna let that scroll for just a tad bit longer. And yeah, Robert.
There we go.
You good now? You got all your stuff together?
I'm trying to see where everybody at, cause I want to see. There we go. I'm great.
Okay.
I'm Gucci.
Cool.
Now I can see everybody.
We can do a show now?
Yeah, we can do one now.
Okay.
You have to wait on me. You already know how it go.
Clearly. Yo, I just want to acknowledge y'all. Listen, I'm gonna be in the chats all night, just like your exes. I stay in your DMs, and I just want to acknowledge who was first in here. Kadre was first tonight. Kadre was first. So it's an official podcast because Kadre is here. I am here. What up, Reese? I see you. She was shouting you out, Kadre. I got my cousin in the building. I see you. Who else is in here? Of course, Purvey logged in. Invite your friends. Yes, yeah. This is epic. This is gonna be. You're gonna hear some exclusive stuff tonight that no one has heard. Wow. It's been a while. It's been a long while. I'll say that. Kristen, I'm excited to hear this combo. Listen, Kristen, you, aside from us two, probably know, or aside from Robert, probably know more about me than most people on this earth. And you're actually on time. Yes. B. Winnie, what's up? Always lovely to have fam in the building. Oh, look at this. Diane Palm.
Hey, mama.
Diane Palm done tuned into the show.
Hey, mama.
You done brought them out, man.
I mean, you got to use your good words tonight. You can't do all that cussing.
Oh, snap.
Hey, Clarissa.
Yeah. Way back. We met in 94, too. Come on. Oh, Cherie, I see you. I just want to get through all the people. That's everybody. Keelan, what's good, brother?
Keelan, dude.
Keelan, what's good, man? Look, I've been watching you, man, doing great things.
Keelan doing it. Hey, bro. Well, you'll be gone, but he's going to be here in Dallas.
When?
End of the month. He's preaching at Antioch.
Oh, okay. Dope.
Yep.
And my boy Derek, what's good, brother? Yeah, and as you know, or maybe you don't know, we're not in Brooklyn. I'm actually in Dallas. I'm doing a Texas tour.
Yeah, Texas tour.
Doing a Texas tour.
First stop in D-Town.
And this is my first stop. And here till Friday. If you're in the Dallas area and you want to jump ropes, Why am I putting out a call to people to jump rope with me?
Because you know I'm not jumping no rope.
He ain't gonna jump rope with me.
Nah, they ain't happening.
I haven't done mine tonight. I'm gonna do it as soon as we get off the podcast. What was I about to say?
You gonna jump rope after the podcast?
I'm gonna jump rope after the podcast. That's what I was about to say. Anyway, let's get into it, bro. We sitting here. See, and listen.
I mean, we were letting people get in. You know, get them something to drink, get them some snacks. Y'all, I'm a snack king. I got it. You know, I got to be ready. In case, you know, some of his questions may make me nervous. I need something in my hand. I honestly, like, we had a conversation before the show, and based off what he didn't know, and I had to inform him of, I don't know which direction this show. I really don't.
Yeah, man, this is.
And all I'm saying is, you better not get me fired second week into my job.
I'm not. I don't want that on my hands.
That's all I'm gonna say, man. I just started a new job a couple weeks ago, man. You can't get me fired.
And listen,
you know, church people watch.
If something happens,
social media.
If something happens, I will just immediately. We're gonna lose signal. Something gonna happen,
and then we're gonna delete it. You won't be able to go back and watch it.
No.
Nah, we're gonna be good though.
Clarissa asked, "Am I stopping in H-Town?" Yes, I am stopping in H-Town. I'll be in Houston for a while, about 3 weeks. So yeah, and I'll be doing some more shows in Houston.
No snacking.
And
fasting with the
you fasting?
Sip a little water, yes. Sip Kangen water. Kangen water.
Yeah, that's some new stuff.
Yeah, go Google Kangen water. Kangan. Google it. Be the best thing you ever had. Amir likes it.
I do. I love it. It was good. I had some yesterday. I want some more.
It's the highest form of alkalinic water you can have. Look it up. Some people actually call it healing water. So, good stuff.
Speaking of healing waters,
what's up?
What do you remember about the first time that had nothing to do?
I'm like, where you going?
That was not even a good segue.
Trying to figure out where you going with it.
That was not even a good segue. Listen, the title of this episode is Let's Fight. And I like to name the episodes after, like,
memories,
first encounters with people. And so,
dude, I've been wondering all day, like, cause you know me, being a preacher, speaker by nature. I'm thinking, okay, I'm about to go in on Let's Fight. You know, we can fight anything, fight circumstances, situation. I thought you had a little preacher in you tonight, but I should have known. But.
Nah, Let's Fight. And so, the first question I ask people is, what do you remember about how we met?
What do I remember? 6th grade, the Rice School, La Escuela Rice. What I remember, we were in the hallway. We were in the hallway before recess, during a passing period or whatever. And I want to say there was a situation that happened between somebody in another cluster, and you and I were either about to fight, breaking up the fight, whatever happened, but we got put in, like, what you would call timeout together. We were sitting on the wall. That was the first time, and then from there, we ended up, like, not even talking about whatever happened, and we ended up going to recess together, and that's all she wrote.
Yeah, man.
like that's what I remember.
Bruh. So it's so funny because I remember a little bit different. So this is what I remember. That might have been the first time we, like, met. But the reason I named this Let's Fight was because
I'm going for my chocolate early in the show. You got me going for chocolate early.
I remember this incident specifically, bro. So we were already cool by then. But something happened in 6th grade. I was doing something. I was talking to somebody, and I reached down, and I think it was Jason Bass. You remember Jason Bass?
Yeah, big boy.
Nah, Jason Bass was a white dude. He wasn't a big dude.
It was a big Jason Brock.
Jason Brock was a big dude. Nah, Jason Bass. Shouts out Jason Bass if you know him, if you see him, or whatever. Anyway, I remember this. Only reason I remember Jason Bass is because of this incident. I, like, touched his leg or something, or his calf or something. And then, you know, this is back in the day, man. People come out, oh, look at me rubbing his leg, and I was like, man, what? Like, what are you talking about? And they were like, oh, you like him. And I was like, nah, man, I don't like this dude. And you was one of the people. You was one of the people ragging on me. That nigga Mir was rubbing on Jason. He was rubbing on Jason's leg.
But,
and so I just remember wanting to fight you. I remember, I felt like we was about to fight. And then I don't know what happened after that. Maybe that's when we got put in time out.
So here it is. Here it is. You triggered my memory. That's what the scuffle was. So that's what got us. So we went from almost about to fight to being friends. That's what the scuffle was. We were around the corner at I can remember the right school like the back of my hand. There was a stairwell and there were a couple of water fountains right there to the right. And we were all sitting down, getting ready to either go to class or go to recess. And that happened. Mm-hmm. And we all stood up and the teacher came out and pulled us away from everybody and sat us next to the classroom. And so I guess she forgot about us because we had ended up sitting there so long. We went from being mad at each other to actually being best friends.
Yeah,
so
man.
We must have been in trouble a long time. That's right, man.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, that was a great connection. Like that.
And the craziest part is neither one of us really got in trouble like that. So
right, like ever. We were more privately troubled than we were public.
I just feel like that's one of those moments where it ain't nothing but God. That is like
it's like some divine stuff, bro.
Yeah, this needs to happen right quick. Let me just make this a little. Guy was being Salt Bay, right? He was like, let me just drop a little bit of salt in this situation right quick. Bring these niggas together. They need each other.
Yeah. And boy, did we ever. Because life after that was, like something every year or two, we end up losing somebody close to us or dealing with change in some way. And the way our school was set up, after middle school, we had to be intentional about keeping in touch because the Rice School brought everybody from different parts of the city. But in high school, I went to school on the south side. You were on Southwest.
Yeah.
So we had that goes back to just the divine part of the friendship. Like even through high school, when we weren't in the same high school, we were still close and still tight. And that's actually how I end up meeting more lifelong friends because people like, especially like Jeff, because Jeff didn't go to the right school. Like, so Rudy, Daniel, and that whole crew, but Jeff and Jerome.
Clarissa says, wait, y'all can remember that? She says she feels so old. Yeah, man, listen, those things stick out, you know, a couple things here and there. But, yeah, man, that was a pivotal moment in both our lives, man. And you know, we've come to realize it in our old age. In your old age, I'm not old.
I dig it.
I'm a vampire.
I receive it.
Yeah, hey, man, I just stay forever young.
Yo,
I'm on the Pharrell plan. I'm trying to be on the Pharrell plan with my.
I tried to fight this gray. This gray won't let me be.
I'm
gray.
just mad because I can't grow a beard. Bro. That's really it. I'm just trying to overcompensate for it. But listen, so you know, I want to talk, and I'll talk more about how we really got really close later. But this is, you know, a music-centered podcast.
I love it.
And, you know, people may wonder, okay, well, you know, Robert's a preacher. What does he have to do with your musical journey? And so I wanted to share some things with you all today. I've talked about this a few times, but you were one of the first people who I ever created with. And actually the first person who I sang publicly with. You want to talk about that?
I just ate some tacos. I got snacks here just for these moments. I'm not eating nothing until you segue into something. I don't know where you're going.
Bro, you remember the talent show?
Bro. So see, I'm sitting here thinking you about to hit me with something else.
Oh man, listen.
So here it is. I just want everybody to know.
Hold on, Kristen, shut up. Okay.
What's she say?
Yeah, but I'm older than Purvey.
Oh, facts.
Yeah, but shut up. That's
facts.
why
All facts. So here's the thing. Tonight is gonna be such an even greater night. Cause I don't know about y'all, but whenever you get with people who you do life with, they always remember something you forget, or they remember a different part of it that you forgot, or they remembered a certain way. This is one of those. I forgot. I thought you were about to bring up something else with us singing. I forgot about the talent show, bro. There are so many people who I still meet to this day, or reconnect with to this day, rather, on social media that will bring that up.
Really?
They'll bring them up like, "Oh, you and the mayor still friends?" Yeah, man. I remember when y'all was in the talent show,
bruh. That's the first time I sang in public,
bruh. I had to bring you out your shell.
Yeah, man.
You trying to fight people? You know. I had to bring out your shell.
It's your fault. It's your fault.
So it was you, me. Yeah, we had roses and everything. Kristen, you see Kristen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So me, you, and what was the little man name with the glasses?
It was Jared.
Jared. And bro, how did we even get Jared in the group?
I don't know.
I don't even because Jared. I mean, shout out to Jared wherever you are in the world. But like, I don't know. Jared was one of the kids to where everybody knew him, but he really wasn't really in a circle.
Yeah.
So I don't know how we even linked up.
He was like a skateboard kid. I don't even know why.
Goth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why was he singing R&B?
I don't. Dude, we have a way of making people do random crazy stuff.
That's wild. I didn't think about that part of it.
Yeah. We weren't doing Guns N' Roses.
Nah.
So we sung Shy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so So we were in the talent show, Rice School Auditorium, and we sung Shy. And I remember Kristen. I don't remember the roses.
I remember the roses.
I don't.
Yeah. I feel like Auntie Dodie brought me the roses.
For you to give, yeah.
But we each had one.
We each have, yeah. So like, didn't she like get there right before we needed them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like up to the. It's right up to the moment.
But you are triggering my memory, bro. Like she gave it to right before we needed them, right before the show, and like it added a whole element that wasn't even in our routine.
Nah, it wasn't. We was just in there. We was just up there trying to sing, man.
So we come from behind the curtain, and we began singing. Y'all, people going stupid, like they were going crazy. I think that's the moment Amir and I really start feeling ourselves on stage because we came out to applause. You know what I'm saying? We used it's our DNA. We used to it, and so of course we share different platforms, but we both always on stage, giving light and love. And so I remember that. I don't remember how we gave the roses. I don't remember what part because they wasn't playing. So I don't remember when we gave them out. But I do remember who hit the high note.
I feel like it was Jared. Maybe that's why he was there.
Maybe why.
I wasn't up there. I wasn't up there quite yet. I was just still finding myself.
I just remember to get our shoe the whoops together. I'm trying to make sure.
You want to hit him with something?
Shh. Okay, I take the low. You take the high. That's all I got. That's it. That's what it's gonna get.
Oh,
because I left that life a long time ago.
You did, man. You did.
Yeah.
But
I love music though, bro.
I know.
Oh man.
I know. Cherie says, "What song we did? That was it. Shy. If I ever fall in love
If you missed
again."
it, don't go back.
Kristen said, "Yes, Auntie Dodie was right on time." And Kadre, yes, you were right about that. Listen, Comforter was the truth, though. I will comfort you. Anyway, that's the jam.
Yeah, he likes showing off he can sing.
Bro, you can sing too, man.
No, I can harmonize when I want to.
And Clarissa says Jared was a huge Jimi Hendrix fan. He always had a chain hanging out his pocket.
There you go. See, Clarissa, see? Now, see? Triggering memories. Get some more Rice School people on here. That get real fun.
I know, right? It's a whole Rice School family reunion.
Yeah.
I'd just like to take a second, because I haven't in several minutes, and just like to remind you, hey, wherever you are, just comment, like, share. Also, I'm going to post this link in the chat right now, and if you would like, at any point throughout the night, click backstage. That brings you into the VIP section, and in the VIP section, you can ask your questions face to face. Just one rule that I ask is don't get us banned. Listen, you can make yourself look crazy all you want. You can make yourself sound crazy. Just don't get us banned. That's it. Don't do nothing to get us banned. If you, whatever you want to do, however the spirit moves you, but just don't get us banned.
Don't make me lose my job. My second weekend.
You won't lose your job, but I will also say that the 6 Degrees podcast
don't want to get banned.
is looking for its first live twerk guest. Just gonna be honest. I'm just gonna be honest. And I like stuff, man. And
we'll see this. I'm a guest. It's not mine, so I'm good.
It's not. No, I'm just saying this is for the podcast. And I don't know you know, whatever. Anyway, you can use that link. Click backstage. You can ask us questions face to face. Yeah, so though this is far away from twerking, I don't think anybody will ever ask this question in this sequence or use these words in this sequence ever in the history of the world.
Great setup.
So I know we just talked about twerking, but can you tell me when you got your call to preach?
That's a great segue. I'm so glad I remember, and that was the best segue ever. So, I was the kid that always, my dad was a preacher, and so whenever a male preacher has a male son, they think he ought to do the same thing. But went through years of thinking I had to be just like my dad, and I tried not to be. So I was 17. My little brother Ryan passed away when I was 13. So I dealt with a lot of inward things, trying to find out who I was and all that. But I was 16 when I knew the Lord wanted me to preach. Just because I was volunteering at the Boys and Girls Club, doing a lot of work with teenagers, and I just felt a real calling in my life that I would always connect with people in that age group. Just felt it. And so talked to my dad about it, and my dad said, you will know that the Lord will confirm it for you. And I remember sitting in church, man. I was 16 years old, sitting in church, and my dad was preaching. I remember him preaching about how everybody has a calling, everybody has a purpose, and you shouldn't run from it. It was almost like I knew he was my dad, but I felt the Spirit talking directly to me, and in that moment I accepted it, and I've never looked back. There's been some moments that were harder because just being a young preacher, when people hear the word preacher, they put expectations on you. But
yeah,
other than that, man, it was the best. God has opened so many doors. I'm sure we will talk about throughout the podcast. But man, it's since I was 17, man. So 20 years now.
20 years, man. I remember being at your first sermon too.
Yeah, man.
And it was so. So you're the first friend who I knew, whose father was a preacher, and you're the first PK who I was close to, and so I remember that period being like, it was all new to me. Like it was totally. I didn't even understand what you were talking about at first. You know what I'm saying? But like when you say you got your call to preach, it was just like, okay,
yeah,
my nigga, what you need, bro?
Yeah.
So just watching you go from that very first sermon to now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you don't know, this brother is a tremendous speaker. The way he motivates people is like none other. And I see this a lot, not even in your work just at the church, but even outside of the church. I know you do a lot of mentorship work. Can you talk about that?
Over the years, my heart has been very fond of young people, teenagers, period, who lack a motherhood and fatherhood. And so just helped a lot of school districts in the area create mentorship programs that reach teens where they are, give them hope, give them motivation. And so my whole thing is partnering with other people to help their institutions, the organizations become great. So 3-4 school districts around the area, different churches, just partnering with them and building mentorship programs across different spectrums.
That's dope. That's dope. Like, so you work in different school districts, or you work with just...
Yeah, so for the last 14 years, I worked for one church, and I was a youth pastor there, and I realized that my biggest impact wasn't going to be from trying to get kids to come to the church. That my biggest impact for the kingdom was going to be what Jesus told us to do, which was to be a servant and go out and create disciples. And so that's what I did. I jumped in school districts. And so I worked with and created mentorship programs in the surrounding school districts in the area.
Oh.
Yeah.
And so I've noticed a lot of your work is, I know you're a chaplain for different sports.
Yeah. So, due to legal Title IX purposes, we had to, that's no longer chaplain, they call them character coaches. Which is actually a great name, because you come alongside the coach and whatever religious belief they may be, and you teach character. So they don't want to call it, because chaplain has a Christian connection or connotation to it.
Gotcha.
So, but no matter what belief or what faith the coach is, they wanted the kids to learn character. So, pretty dope.
That's dope. So that's a change that I didn't even know.
Yeah, especially here in Texas,
existed
in the Bible Belt. Yeah, where you have.
I just find that I feel like it would change last year.
Where you have a lot of clash between conservatives and liberals, where liberals are trying to infiltrate a lot of conservative circles. You have it to where even at some football games, at the end of the prayer, you can't say in Jesus' name. You have to say in your name. Really? Yeah, so it's and then different sports teams, I collaborate with different coaches. When I pray, I have to end the prayer in your name. Because it may be a Muslim kid there.
Yeah, and want to be sensitive.
And my whole goal is to create character, not necessarily to push, to show Christ, not necessarily preach Christ. To do more so with my life than with the Bible. Yeah. But there is a component to it to where you can do Bible studies with coaches and stuff like that. Oh. Yeah.
Speaking of changes, man, there was something that you mentioned earlier. Sorry, y'all, if we go off the rails sometimes, but this is just how we do it. You mentioned something earlier. And we had a brief conversation about it, that about what you had to put on your application when you was it your application?
Well, I had to make it known.
You had to make it known.
Yeah.
And it just
I had to get approval.
And it's just one of those things that just made me really think, like, wow, like this has really changed a lot. Not to get too deep, but it is deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, just the simple fact that you have to acknowledge this. And what it was that listen, Texas is an open carry state. And so that you are a licensed carrier.
Yeah, I'm a licensed carrier. I have my LTC here in the state of Texas.
And just the simple fact that, like, when applying for jobs as preacher, like, that this is something that even matters.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like, I think, and you mentioned it about 10 minutes ago, not really kind of knowing or understanding how to some of the church lingo or church word or whatever like that. Yeah. And this falls in because at the end of the day, especially the size church that I work at, it's a corporation. It's a business. And so they just make sure that they're covered on so many grounds. Now, granted, but to your point, even smaller neighborhood churches, pastors here in Texas, I know, like Carrie. Yeah. I can count 10 preacher pastors on my hand right now that carry. Wow. I don't know too many people in Texas that don't. Right. Yeah, but to your point, yes, even at church, yeah, I carry my weapon.
Well, and my thinking was, I didn't know this was a thing, but I assumed that it was in light of like the recent state of our country and the things that have been happening, especially at places of worship.
It's an added sense of security. Yeah. Personally, but it's not because of anything. Oh, okay. It's just wild. This is just the wild West. Everybody got guns. Right. Everybody got guns crazy. Around here.
That's crazy. Well, listen, get back to the music. That was a bit of a digression. So I wanted to play something for everybody.
All right, wait. Before we go there, I have to, since we're going down the music vein of the show, which I'm super excited about. You say that I caused your first public singing appearance with our talent show. Yeah. But I don't think I've ever told you. This might be breaking news here on 6 Degrees. I don't think I've ever told you that I fell in love with music because of your love for music. So like y'all, Amir and I would kick it all the time. I can't even call specific moments because we were always at each other's houses. But Amir has always been different. Like he's always been a creative. Creatives, high level creatives are just they built different. And those of you who know them, you know what I mean. And so I remember seeing how much dude loved music, and then how what's the word I'm looking for? How historical Miss Palm was, and like how when I walked into Miss Palm's apartment where y'all live, like it was walking into Black history. I felt Black history there with the art and with the picture of you with Muhammad Ali. Yeah, that's probably my favorite picture of all time, bro. Like I would actually like a copy of that picture to put in my house.
Mom,
like,
you hear that? If you're still on here, make sure.
Like I would love my house or my office, like to have one of the greatest human beings on the face of the earth, like holding my dude. Like that picture's timeless, bro. But anyway, so just sing your love for music, and bro, sing when you really like took hold of the fact that you had a voice and that you loved music. 'Cause y'all, we were in a band together in middle school. So Amir played trumpet, I played saxophone, and so we've always loved music. But to see you fall in love with it, so I went more of the public speaking route, and you went into the musical field, music route. But it was dope, y'all. I remember going to dude's house, and I promise it's gonna be a short story. Went to dude's house, and dude had a cardboard box, and this was Amir's first studio, and it was sitting on his desk, and there was a hole cut out of the box, but he had like a small USB stem microphone inside the box. Yeah. I'm like, bro, what is this? So dude would sit at the chair, put his head in this box, and like record. He would do his own vocals. He need no background. He'd do his own vocals and like come out and do something on the computer. Like, bro, like, so seeing you do all of that and then hearing you talk about music and hearing you talk about different artists, especially with neo soul and R&B, I started listening to music because, you know, I grew up church boy. So I do all gospel, right? I do all gospel, and my cousin introduced me to hip hop. So I was on either left or right. I knew a lot of hip hop. I knew a lot of gospel. I didn't know a lot about soul, jazz, and all. So being at the house with you and Miss Palm really allowed me to be more eclectic and like really love jazz and R&B, and like that's how I fell in love with music from you, bro.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
I did not know that. Yeah, I learned this for the first time.
Yep.
I was today years old.
That wasn't on the script.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Because, and I know one of our favorites is Mint Condition. And then I get to open for Mint Condition.
Yeah.
And so that was in that moment, like a lot of those memories that we've had and that we've shared, and we've just sat listening to their stuff over and over and over.
Yeah.
It just really kind of came to a head in those moments, man. And I'm truly appreciative of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, so with that said, I would like to share now. Oh, and Kristen says, yeah, it was foam in there. It was foam. I had my isolation booth. And it's so interesting because do you know where I got the box from?
Where?
I got the box from Jeff because Jeff was working at Home Depot. And I was like, bro, I just need a big ass box. He was like, all right, cool. And yeah. Just went. I was like, "How much?" Yeah. He was like, "Just take the box, nigga." I was like, "All right, cool."
Wait. Then y'all, he cleaned out his whole closet. I thought dude was crazy. I went back to Amir's house. Amir cleaned out his whole closet and had egg crate on the wall for the sound. Dude was serious, and he would go in the closet to record. He had like cords coming out the door because he would go in the closet to record, then come out. And we had floppy disk at the time. He'd be popping floppy disk into the computer. Remember all that, man?
Yeah, man. Listen, this was one of those things. My boy Justin was my guest. And one of the things he said, he was talking about his production stuff. And he's not really, I think, frozen a bit on some fees. Just give us some great shot. He was saying, I was asking him, or telling him about my memories of, asking how he produced a lot of his music, seeing that he's not an instrumentalist, and he would just literally play guitar note by note. He would like bling, and then he would stop, come back, and that's how he recorded.
Wow.
So, I have that same drive. I've had it for a while, man.
Yeah, and I was there witnessing it. It was beautiful.
You was there witnessing it, and. Speaking of witnessing it, you all will now witness.
What are you about to play, bro?
Something that the world has never witnessed.
Is this what you said you were waiting on? Oh, yo.
So, I'm going to play this. Hopefully this version, it sounds loud
you
enough
will not.
you
How do
hear
you still have this?
So, shouts out to the homie Jacqueline Soul Chick, wherever you are, I appreciate you. Jackie, I had the tape, and Jackie was like, yo, I can convert that to MP3 for you. I was like, cool. And as a matter of fact, I brought you the tape so you can have it.
Wow.
I literally have it in here. I'm gonna go grab it in a sec. Matter of fact, let me grab it right now.
Yo. So y'all, what are you about to play? It's like there's not enough time for us to really go down memory lane on all the things we've done, experienced, or whatever. But in this music lane, y'all, I think he's about to pull out The class. Y'all now did y'all if y'all thought the talent show was something, just is this what I yep.
That's yours, bro.
This is 6'8", yo. You gonna give him context after you play it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna definitely give him context.
Okay.
Let me show you. So this is
if you show that. If anybody can say what this is, put your email address. I'll give you a $10 gift card to Starbucks.
Anybody ever been to Big Time Studios before?
And know where it is.
Recording
Put in the
studios.
chat and say where it is. Kristen, you cannot answer. If you put in the chat and say where it is,
There we go.
you give Starbucks gift card.
Big Time Recording Studios. Listen, that was my first studio that I recorded at. I was gonna say that.
So you got your first appearance on stage and your first studio you recorded at.
And my first
all
studio.
with your boy.
Yeah,
See?
man. Yeah. You are a part of Black history, brother. All right, here we go. Now listen, I'll say this.
Nope. Sheree, not at the mall. No, ma'am.
This does not sound great.
I bet it doesn't.
It doesn't sound great. But it is what it is. It is what it is.
The backstory will kill the. Oh yeah.
But you got to hear. I'm just gonna play it. I'm talking too much. All right, here we go, y'all. Take a listen.
Hello, H-Town. Everybody that asked the world. It's for y'all. This is me. This is Robert. What's up, baby? I just want to do this song for y'all. Because we know, just for y'all fellas ladies. And,
For y'all fellas, ladies.
Put your arm around her. Listen to this song while we sing for y'all. Here we go, baby.
Here we go, baby.
Lately I have had the strange just feeling.
Your voice.
And with no vivid reason here to find. But yet the thought of losing you's been hanging.
Yep, lately.
Around my mind. Can't see you singing.
Am I KC?
I guess so.
Now for more free
Ooh, all in the mic.
With you say no special place to go.
Oh no. My voice was deeper than it is
When
now.
I ask you, you'll be coming back soon. Don't know.
Clarissa, you got it.
You never know.
That Garrett?
No.
I find a minute was
It's still you, it's good, man.
hope my premonition
Miss Palm
was
sounds over
says what I really feel. My eyes won't let me hide, 'cause they always start to
Come on, church. Straight church. That was straight gospel choir.
Start
Always
start. Hold on, I'm gonna keep it going. That boy's a tenor.
this
Yeah, you tried to. You was sweet with that.
And
You
then-
came back down. I see you, boy. Ooh, yeah.
Here you go.
Lately I've been staring in the mirror,
Bruh, you gotta hear this, man.
very slowly picking me apart.
Sang him here.
I'm trying to tell myself that I have no reason.
Jeff. I didn't know Jeff worked at Home Depot.
Can't see you singing.
Can't go KC again.
No, just the other night while you were sleeping,
Bro, that sound horrible.
I vaguely heard you whisper
We good. We good.
Ooh.
That's enough, y'all.
I thought that was the one when Garrett forgot the words.
No, there's another one. Shouts out to our boy Garrett Smith. Listen, we did one that, and we always think back to that one because he messed up the second verse.
Yeah.
He was like, just the other night when you were sleeping, I vaguely. He started with
Jawhisper.
He said, vaguely I just whisper, you remind me. Nigga, what words is that? What song are you singing?
Hey, that boy Sabi hopped in the chat.
Sabi Kanani, what's good, brother?
What up, boy?
Yes, we were feeling ourselves.
Yeah, man.
We was definitely feeling ourselves that day. On that day, Sabi said we killing it.
Killing it, yeah. Definitely.
Just wanted to share that with y'all, man. That was one of my that was literally the first time we recorded.
Bro.
Or I recorded.
But here it is though, man. Like it's that couple what I talked about earlier, just watching your love for music. Cause that was just when you realize, oh yo, I actually got a little voice. Like I could actually sing a little bit. Yeah. So hey, let's go to Astro, go to the studio. Like we did this like 2 or 3 times. Like we got tapes we lost. But so yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, man. It's so interesting now. I think about, kids now who have that same desire. Mm-hmm. It's a couple $100 investment and you can make your own music, put out a whole album.
Your kid can have their own studio in their house. There should be no reason why you can't.
Yeah,
you can fund their dream for the low.
Absolutely, it's crazy. Listen, if you guys enjoyed that, or if you just hated it, or if you just got a good laugh out of it,
y'all better loved it.
Wherever you are, make sure you follow, like, and subscribe. Click that like button right now. Just pause and click that like button. Share, comment. Several ways that you can support. Appreciate you guys for tuning in and sticking around as long as you have. And listen, I'm gonna be fully transparent with you guys because I'm in Dallas and I haven't been outside of New York for any extended period of time in over a year. And I'm here with my brother.
I grab a snack every time he goes into the segues.
And my other brother just walked in the room and we were actually just talking about you because we were talking about the whole box that I got from Home Depot. My first recording booth. Shouts out to my brother. You can't see him. He's not pictured yet, but he will come around here in a second because I want him to see something. And when he sees this, it's just, I saw this. Anyway, we'll get to it in a second. On the little the snippet that we did to kind of promote this, you were talking about why you do the work you do. And you were saying that it allows you the chance to show people what they couldn't see for themselves. And so I kind of want to take that idea, and you are one of the few people who are, not one of the few people, I know several people who I can really say truly walk by faith. And or at least when presented with circumstances, like you respond faithfully, right, in a way that is led by faith. And so I've seen the glow up, and I've seen you work tirelessly for years and years and years because of your passion and because of what God's placed on your heart. And now you are in a place to really be able to do that on a grander scale. So if you could, to anybody who's out there who may be just struggling with something, just give them a quick word, not a full sermon, a Purvey's point. Give them Purvey's point.
So somebody that may be struggling. I mean, to be honest, sometimes we say that becomes very church cliche as well. Is anybody struggling with anything? What I've realized is everybody struggles with something, and a lot of us struggle silently and privately. And what I would say is, don't allow the pride that you have cause you to become comfortable with the pain that you're experiencing. Don't allow the pride you have allow you to become comfortable with the pain you're experiencing. Because here's what happens. We get so comfortable in jacked up situations, whatever they may be. I don't want to box it in. Whatever your jacked up situation may be, we become comfortable in pain to where it becomes our norm. And we don't cry out for help. We don't look for help. We don't seek help. That may be medically, mentally, emotionally, because we have too much pride, because we don't want people to know that we're struggling. Here's the point for you tonight. Could it be that somebody's freedom is waiting on your transparency? Could it be that somebody's freedom is waiting on your transparency to know that you actually have struggled, you are struggling, but you're trying to get better, and maybe you being transparent causes somebody to come alongside and say, hey, I can lose the weight. Hey, I can get closer to God. I can reconcile with my family. Whatever it may be, maybe their freedom is waiting on your transparency. So I want to encourage every listener tonight to not be prideful and hold on to your pain. Release that, become transparent so you can be a blessing to somebody else.
And you can see, I just put this up. If you want to hear more from this brother, you can follow him or check his website out, robertepurvey.com.
Yep.
You can also follow him on Instagram. Matter of fact, I'm going to place that in the chat right now. Bam. Follow him on Instagram. Click that link. Open it in another page. Do not leave this podcast, but just click that link on your own time.
Stay here
and open it up in another page. And listen, if that just touched you, if that touched you somewhere deep down on the insides,
come on, Deacon Bel-Ami.
Come on now.
And raise an offering.
Feel free to drop that cash.
Come on. Y'all see it on the screen?
Listen,
it's right there.
The plates
right there.
The plates are being passed.
Come on.
The plates are being passed right now. And there's some more plates we got 3 plates. we got 3. We passed it 3 times. And I know a lot of y'all are used to that. Cause you do it for missions, right?
Yep.
You do it for tithes and offering. And then you also do the building fund, which is ongoing. Even after the building. This is a building fund. Yes, why? Because we need to maintain said building.
Come on. My body is a temple that needs to be upkept.
Cool, man. So listen, to be honest, man, I'm glad that we were able to get on here. And I know these people are itching to hear and see you play this next portion. This is my favorite portion of our show. And yes, Clarissa's laughing.
Wait, I need
Listen,
a chip.
You need a chip now?
Yep.
You feeling nerves?
Yep. Jeff, you been doing this to me all night, bro.
I do want to remind you, wherever you are, make sure you follow, like, subscribe. I want to take a second out to just talk about some of the other things that we have going on. Some of the people who I know are doing dope things. One of those people, another brother who we met back in the day from the Right School. He was my guest on the I think episode 5 of the podcast, I believe. Brother Robbie Tolan. He has a podcast that comes out each and every Thursday, Real Talk with Robbie Tolan. Also, 6 Degrees Podcast, we're here each and every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Also, host another podcast with 3 of my other brothers, DJ Star, DJ Elbow Greasy, and my boy Ricky Getwood Jr. We have an all-new episode coming this Saturday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, the Free Agents Podcast. Make sure you tune into that as well. And did I miss anything? Nah, I think I'm straight. I think I got everything that I wanted to get to. Now, here's the next portion of our show. This is called, and I'm sure a lot of you guys were expecting this. And you saying I make you nervous?
Yep. Every time I grab a snack, you don't tell them what this about.
Clarissa say, put the snacks down,
I can't.
bro.
He make me nervous, Clarissa.
Put the snacks down.
He make me nervous.
This portion of the show is called There's a Song for That. And I was supposed to have my banner up. There we go. There's a Song for That. There's a Song for That is a purely guest curated playlist of songs that correspond to certain visual images that they see. Sometimes we do audio, but mostly visual. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because
y'all can't see how he's looking at me. Let me turn the camera back on.
ain't no telling what this is about to be.
There is no telling what it's about to be, but just trust. Just trust. Bro, I
don't trust you.
I got you.
I've been on you too long to trust you.
You can follow the There's a Song for That playlist on Spotify. I update it weekly with the previous guests' entries into the list. I'm going to place the link in the chat. You lovely people reminded me that I never post the link in the chat. So, and it's impossible to find it on Spotify for some reason. I'm not sure. But if you use that link, you can subscribe to or follow the There's a Song for That playlist. We update it every week. And Kristen says this is her favorite segment of the show.
See, that makes me even more nervous.
Here we go. So, and I realize now I didn't really thoroughly explain this to you. So I'm going to show you a picture. And then you're going to describe the picture. So tell the people what's happening, because a lot of people will hear this just audio, right? So they need some kind of visual picture or oral picture that you present. Anyway, any song. It could be any song in the world that the picture reminds you of. It could be the song that was playing in there or just the memory it brings back. It could literally be anything. Don't limit yourself and don't be scared.
So when I see the picture, as to what song the picture reminds me of.
Yeah.
How much time do I have?
You got like a few seconds, bro.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We still got people live and they don't want to be bored.
Okay.
They don't want to be bored. I got to hide. Turn away. Turn your head the other way. Turn your head the other way.
I got my eyes closed. So
okay.
Can I open them now?
No, not yet. Not yet. All right. Okay. Now you can open your eyes.
Oh, that's what's up.
So tell me, what is this a picture of for the people who are listening?
So he put a picture of my little brother Ryan, his last middle school picture. Put it up. First song comes to mind. "Smile for Me."
Smile for Me.
Old school by but not the Kirk Franklin version. Is it Bill Withers? "Smile for Me"?
Nah.
Won't you smile for me? Smile.
Oh, Sarah. Sarah Smile.
Yeah.
Sarah Smile. I want you to smile a while for me.
Yeah.
That one?
Yep.
All right. Sarah.
And the reason why, for those of you listening, the reason why that song doesn't necessarily have anything to do with my brother, but I'm trying to make sure I play the game right. First thing came, this picture, he's smiling very big, showing all his teeth, cheeks rosy, all the way up. And so the first thing came to my mind, hey, smile for me. Right? And Ryan was always smiling. So
always.
His smile lit up a room. So that's why that one made me think about that immediately.
Yeah, yeah. Kadre says, "Back in the Day" by Ahmad. Back in the day when that one?
Nah, you sung the right one. You had the right one.
Oh, okay. And then Clarissa says Scarface version.
Yeah, that's for me personally.
Yeah.
Hall & Oates, thank you.
Oh, that was Hall & Oates.
Yeah.
Okay. I like Hall & Oates.
Yeah,
I didn't even see. I like other Hall & Oates songs. I didn't know that was a Hall & Oates.
My mind goes blank at the wrong time. See, but it's my nerves.
Don't be, man. Don't be
if I would have known this, this game before the show, I probably would have been okay. But this, and you starting off with a tearjerker, like you just came out the gate.
Yeah, man, I come out swinging, bro. And this is important too, because this is when we really got like super close.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like
that was the cement.
Yeah, that was it. That was like, oh, okay. I see why you made us have this little tiff and sit in time out together. It's because this is my brother for real. Where you lost one, we both lost one. And it was just, I felt in that moment, I was like, yo, I'm here for you, bro.
Yeah.
And that was.
And you were.
Yeah, man.
Like that's a whole nother podcast.
And just the simple fact that you remembered my phone number
Man, yeah, like, bro, like,
For the people that don't know, do you mind?
nah,
are you
I'm
feel
good,
comfortable
man. Yeah,
telling
oh,
me?
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, so in '96, September 5th, 1996, my little brother was killed in a drunk driving accident on our way home from church, and very tragic accident where there were 5 people involved, 2 young men, my dad, myself, and my little brother. And my little brother was ejected from the car in the accident, and I can remember. That during the accident, after everything happened, I was shocked and I was just blown away by everything that happened. And the only number I could remember was Amir's mom, Miss Palm's number. Like, I couldn't even remember my home number, but I remembered Amir's number, and I called Miss Palm. Miss Palm was actually the one that had to call my mom. And so that moment, like, you guys know that there are some things that happen in your life, no matter how old you get, you remember them like it happened yesterday. And that's one of those moments. And I just, like, and for the sake of conversation, I know you know what I mean when I say this. That moment showed even deeper how close we were.
Yeah.
Because we spent so much time together that even in a moment of tragedy, I remembered your number before mine because I called you more than I called my own house. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that number, and back then, y'all know how it was back then.
Oh, you
didn't
had,
have cell phones. You had to remember numbers.
You had to.
All digits. You know, so yeah. Yeah, that's yeah. Man, I don't know how deep you guys are listening, but like tonight is really uncovering how way back we go.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
This was it, man.
Yeah.
I just remember, man. I remember Ryan being just so. Ryan wanted to be with us.
Okay, wait. All right, check it. Wait. I don't think I've ever asked you this.
Okay.
How did you find, like, 'cause when I called the house, I talked to your mom.
No, you talked to me first.
See, I don't even remember that.
So
I thought so. Yeah. So what was your memory of that night?
So I remember you called, and you were like, "Hey, you were telling me what was happening. You were like, "Hey, Amir, you know where 610 and Wayside is?"
Yeah.
And you were like, "No, you said we got in an accident or something."
Yeah.
And you were telling me some kind of way I knew it was an emergency.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Man, stop playing." Like, and you was like, "No, for real." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, you was like, "Can I talk to your mom? Is your mom home?" And I was like, "Yeah." And so I gave her the phone.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how much she remembers, but I just remember just like, cause I was waiting while she was on the phone.
Yeah.
Just kind of like, what?
Like,
you know
what
what I'm
happened?
saying?
Yeah.
So
but how did you find out? How did you find out the news that Ryan had got killed? Were you at school or were you at home?
No, I feel like I was at. I don't remember.
Yeah.
No, I think I was at school. I know I was at school.
Yeah.
I know for sure I was at school because they came and got me out of class to tell me before they told everybody else. I think they got me. It was a couple people they got. It was like me, maybe like Kedra, and
Our crew, maybe.
Yeah,
you
just people who
and maybe Elaine.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they took us in a room and told us. And then I remember my mom took me to the hospital.
Yeah.
And it was so cold. I just remember it being cold. And literally to this day, that's the reason I don't like hospitals.
Wow. Yeah.
I was just like, anyway.
See, and that's a plea to the story, like, that I never heard.
Yeah.
Like, to this day, it's been over 20 years, well over, and like, I've never heard that part of the story. This first time hearing it.
Yeah,
So, but yeah, I mean, shout out to that moment. And to be honest with you, I've grown so close to the Lord to realize that, one, Ryan didn't belong to me. Ryan belonged to God. But two, it was that tragic moment that was the catalyst for me to become who I am today. And I didn't realize that till later on in life, but that was the moment.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I say it all the time, brother. Today is only for tomorrow.
Yep.
That is it. Solely. That's the only purpose. You're going to use whatever you learn today. It's going to inform everything going forward. Clarissa says she wasn't ready for that, Amir. Dang. My bad.
Yeah,
Was I trying to make you cry? Nah, not really. And if you did, cool. It's something in there that need to come out. If you want to laugh, like you just said, Clarissa, he was always happy, laughing, full of life.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, man. So, all right, you ready for the next one?
Yep, I'm ready.
All
I
right.
close my eyes.
Yeah, close your eyes.
Okay.
Bam, open them.
Ah, my babies. So, show me a picture of Layla and Jaden, my twins. Oh, what song comes to mind? My twins. Oh, all right, boy and girl. So, Layla, that's my baby. That's my dog. And he's talking about. Is there something about daughters? No, it's
Yeah, John Mayer.
yeah, like
Fathers, be good to your daughters.
there you go. See, yeah.
Daughters will love like you do.
That's why we vibe.
Girls become mothers to turn into girls become lovers to turn into mothers. So mothers be good to your daughters
Yeah.
too. Yep, that's a beautiful song.
Yeah.
That's
John Mayer song about that comes to mind with and for Jaden, that's my son. That's my dude. He is so smart. He is so man.
very intuitive.
Oh my
Like,
goodness.
He is
Dude, there
he's a feelings kid.
yeah, and his vocabulary is just impeccable. And here's the thing, here's what makes me smile about Jaden. Makes me talk about Layla. Layla is just herself. What makes me talk about Jaden is such a fighter because Jaden actually has a speech impediment that he goes to therapy for, and Jaden has been my champion because and my little hero. Because Jaden, although has a speech impediment, he's doing so well, y'all. But his vocabulary is crazy. And they said because of his speech impediment, he shouldn't be able to use big words like that. But man, he rattles them off.
Finds a way.
Oh my goodness. So he's great. So a song for my son. So you said first song that comes to mind. Play the game right. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. And so I say that because Jaden is the kid that no matter what I'm feeling, he's always going to be the voice of love.
Yeah.
And the voice of reason. As a 7-year, he's so bright. Now, out of the two, Jaden reminds me of Ryan.
Oh, I mean, let's just take a look side by side because they look just alike, man.
Yep.
They literally do, and similar spirits.
Yeah.
It's like this part of Ryan's spirit is in Jay.
Yep, that's crazy. I mean, a lot of what he does reminds me so much of my little brother. So, it's dope.
Yeah, man. Kadre says, "Isn't she lovely?" And Just the Two of Us by Will Smith.
Yeah.
Those are good ones, man. Those are good ones.
I'll drop. So yeah, I like that one. That's gonna be a.
Just the Two of Us.
No, Isn't She Lovely?
Isn't she lovely?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Also, if you have any song suggestions for there's a
When you
song
see
for
'em.
that. You know, when you see him. Oh, look who just popped in here. Garan.
Dr. Goddard.
You know what I'm saying? MD of all MDs. Clarissa says her son also had a speech impediment. It's powerful to watch them try.
Yo. So check this out real quick. Carissa, I'm gonna get with you because my podcast is gonna start up. We'll talk about that at the end of the show. I'll get a plug in there.
Yeah.
But I would love to. I didn't know that. And I would love to have you on the show as we talk about that because for so many parents and just people out there to watch your kid triumph over a speech impediment, it just hits different because they literally have to overcome so much because they're literally telling themselves to slow down when their brain is telling them to speed up. They have to have so much control over that, and to see them figure out their own different ways of communicating is just powerful.
I wonder what physical, because when you said that, it just the calming and controlling your mind, right? And that's one of the areas. If you can master your mind, you can master anything, right? So there's something in that he's getting this practice so young. Are there any physical things that he could do or that he does that you would see have a really heavy impact on him being able to do that, or things that he's able to master as a result of him having.
So since this is 6 degrees, and you are Amir, and you'll learn this about your nephew, he sings.
What?
Yeah, so he loves music. Jay loves music, and so he realized when he sings, he doesn't stutter. So he's singing, and he's not that good yet. I'm actually put him in singing lessons because he loves it. So I'm put him in lessons to cultivate his voice.
Yeah.
But he loves Jaden is always singing, always, because when he sings, he doesn't stutter. But him singing has helped his stuttering.
Wow.
So the other day he told me, he said, "Dad, I think of music in my head while I'm talking. So if I don't stutter when I sing, when I think musically, it helps my words become more clear."
That's amazing, bro.
And so here's the thing. Here's why it's so amazing. That was what he created to help him become better. His speech therapist couldn't teach him that. I couldn't teach him that. His mom couldn't teach him that. It's what he had to, it's all the lessons he's learning, but he's saying, hey, I realize that when I sing, I don't stutter, but when I think of music, I don't stutter. So he always has music in his head.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Kristen says she loves that. Because
Yeah.
also, Kristen was, I don't know, you were going, Kristen, don't let me mess up your titles and stuff, what you do. But you was doing something with speech, right? What was it that you was doing? You was doing something. Anyway, but she does work with students who just need extra supports. And so that's one of the areas where she's somewhat of an expert as well.
I got you.
All right, you ready for the next photo?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Yo.
Hub, I need you to come back in here.
Oh. Yes, sir.
Oh, hold on. I'm going to step off for a second.
Yo.
Hold on. They didn't see it. I'm not sharing it. Hold on. I need to put it back on. Boom. Check that out, y'all.
Yeah, it's over there in the corner.
There we go.
Yeah, that.
What's that picture?
Yo, y'all see how smooth I was though? Look, I thought I had a little chest. He just put it up, Kristen. Thought I had a little chest. Y'all can tell us nothing. We always have. Look, Amir got his cut off sleeve, and Jeff got his cut. And I don't have mine on right there, but we used to always wear sleeveless T-shirts because we thought we was just cut. Thought we was ripped. Oh man. I'm gonna tell you what's okay. If any church people are watching, you gotta whatever. It's not my show. I'm playing the game on my boy's show. You know what song that reminds me of?
What?
Up the mother nigga, 'cause I'm down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what it made me think of, man.
You mean touch them other hitters? That's the name of the
Forget the other hitters because I'm down for my hitters.
Yes.
Oh man. Forget those hitters because I'm down for my hitters.
Yes. Bum, 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 bum.
Hey.
Kadre says nothing but a G thing. Yes. Yeah, this is a picture. And so I really specifically added this picture to the list tonight because Jeff is also here. He's just in the other room for a second. He's going to come out in a second. He'll see this for the first time, probably since this picture was taken. And this looks like this is at his mom's house.
Yeah, that's at his house.
Back in the day,
I remember that couch.
What year was this? Had to be high school because we had to be driving around.
Yeah. And I was filling out a little bit. I was skinny with big ears in middle school.
Bro, yeah, in middle school, yeah, you look like you was like buff though. Like you was cut up. You had like a 6-pack.
There's one picture of us in the hallway at Rice where I actually got my shirt up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find it. So when I repay this favor to you on my podcast,
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna happen. I'm letting you know right now. Like, yeah, I'm gonna find some pictures you ain't seen.
All right, dope.
Yeah.
So what's the song? Oh, you said, touch those hitters.
Hitters, yes.
Yes, because you're down for your hitters.
Always.
Whoa. All right, next song. Or next photo. Boom.
Hey. So he's showing a picture of my podcast logo, Purvey's Point.
Talk about the podcast.
So about 3 years ago, had the idea to create a platform that would allow me to express myself outside of just the pulpit or preaching. And so I got the idea to start Purvey's Point. It was called Making a Connection at first, but for about 8 or 9 years now, I've been making posts on Facebook, Purvey's Point. And I think Facebook gave me a timeline. My first one was like 8 or 9 years ago.
Wow.
And people kind of know me on social media platform for Purvey's Points. And so I named my podcast after it. So, and Purvey's Point is always meant to connect, challenge, and change. And so that's what it's about. Go check it out. It's on Apple, it's on iTunes, it's on Spotify, it's on SoundCloud, and yeah, any other platform you get your podcast.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Look who just popped in here. Look who just popped in here.
Hey. Douglas. Yeah.
It's good, brother.
Douglas.
Oh, let me do this now because I haven't done this in a while. Let me just remind you first, wherever you're watching this, please take a second. Follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that like button right down there. That helps us get the word out, even if you don't want to share it with your friends. As long as you hit the like button, friends are likely to see it as well. Share it with somebody. Hit the subscribe button if you're watching this on YouTube. Bell notification icon. I need to put this in the chat as well. If you want to pop back here, and Kadre, I see you, brother. We're going to get to you in just a minute. And I know you're ready. Make sure you got your headphones on. But I want to put this link in your chat. This chat allows you to pop backstage in the VIP section and jump on the podcast. Ask us questions live. You know, you can't get this on other podcasts. They don't do that for you. But we allow you to come in here, and we just ask that you don't get us banned. That's it. Very simple, very simple. You ready for the next photo?
Yeah, I just had somebody say send me the link to the podcast. So like we have more views.
Oh, this one of those.
Yep. So
one of those Dallas watchers.
Yep.
Who feels like?
No, it's actually from Arkansas.
Oh wow,
Yep.
Arkansas.
Yep.
Arkansas. All right, here we go.
I didn't give you a song for that.
Oh, you didn't? What's the song? Oh, were you done talking about it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This show, I can go on.
No, but I want to know when you're gonna bring it back.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah. You'll start seeing release stuff next week.
Dope.
Yep.
All right, cool. Give me a song for this one.
Let's go old school. Because September by Earth, Wind and Fire.
September.
Yep.
Why September?
That's the month I was inspired. Yeah. It said it was September of 2017 that I was inspired. I was actually in Atlanta, and I was inspired to do something outside of what I've been doing.
So talk a little bit more, because this, for people who go back and listen, Purvey's Point,
Tolan.
the podcast wasn't. Oh, Tolan in here.
You look good. Yeah.
What up?
Come on. Hey, y'all
Listen.
gotta get all the. Hey, yo, we might be on here another hour. You get all the fam in here.
Tolan is in here. Listen, while I got you in here, I just wanted to remind y'all, make sure you tune into this podcast. He has a new episode that drops each and every Thursday. Real Talk with Robbie Tolan. Make sure you subscribe to that podcast. He's got tons of listeners. Don't be the only one who's not listening. Don't be the only one. Don't be the only one.
Yeah.
The only one. Because everybody's doing it. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And shouts out to Earth, Wind, and Fire too, because
that versus was
crazy.
everything.
Wasn't it? So me and Malika were talking about it. I was like, you know what? This is not a fair comparison.
It's not,
because it doesn't. First of all, there's certain things about the longevity of the Isley Brothers that cannot be overstated, and I mean, that's where Jimi Hendrix started.
Wow.
So, I mean, you think about
you probably educate me and people watching. Jimi Hendrix started with the Isley Brothers.
the Isley Brothers.
Wow.
You can go and see photos. There are photos of Jimi Hendrix, the Jimmy that we all know and love, with the Isley Brothers. That's where he started. So, or one of the bands he started with.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But then you have Earth, Wind, and Fire, who might just be the best band ever in the history of bands.
They are.
And also, Earth, Wind, and Fire, like, the disco period is like, you cannot, like, they were like masters of that time.
But I think it celebrated both though, in its own unique way.
Yeah.
Because both of groups are timeless, and then you get from both of them made made hits, but then Ron Isley separated from the whole pack, so he has his own new age relevant career
Right.
outside of Earth, Wind, Fire and the Isley Brothers, which was amazing how they brought them both together.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, not a comparison to me genre-wise, but like you said, the longevity of the Isley Brothers, dude, they said 50 years.
That's crazy.
50 years of music.
That's wild. And that's why it's so beautiful. It's just beautiful that you can create or find things to create about, or to create in new ways to create in that amount of time. You know what I'm saying? And never lose the drive to do it. And that just shows you, man, that they were placed here, like we all are, to do this work. Auntie Dodie's in the building.
Accolades. What you say?
Did I miss
Accolades should have been the title, not verses. Right. Love them both. Yeah.
Facts.
Absolutely.
Facts. But it was really good, man. If you haven't watched it, yo, go check that out. I think Versus is the best thing to come out of the pandemic.
Yeah. Yeah. Versus and D Nice.
That's yes. Best thing. Yes, and I thought that was, and you know what's crazy? We were listening to that, and Malika was like, this sound like some police stuff.
What's that?
Easy Lover.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right.
How many more we got?
We got one more.
One more, okay.
One more. And then I'm trying to give Brother Hubbard
he
opportunity.
So important. That's
Dr.
Joe.
Hubbard's in the other room, so he got important conversations going on. I guess we took too long for him.
Yeah. Oh, Kadre, I knew about Earth, Wind, and Fire on Can You Feel It? I didn't know about I knew about Can You Feel It in This Place Hotel. I didn't know about Off the Wall and Thriller.
I didn't know that either. Yeah. I mean, if you take into account all the music they played for that wasn't literally like or wasn't actually credited to them as, the featured artist or the main artist, they extend far.
So I got a versus Quincy Jones and Berry Gordy.
Ooh.
Quincy Jones, Berry Gordy. Like they both have their hands on so much. It can be the songs they wrote or the songs that were under their label or whatever. But Quincy Jones and Berry Gordy.
That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all heard that?
It'd be dope.
Somebody send that to Timberland and Swiss. All right, here we go. Last photo for There's a Song for That. Here we go. Bam.
Yo. Everything by Ty Tribbett.
Everything by Ty Tribbett. What's going on in this picture?
So I'm actually on a charter bus in San Antonio, Texas. This is actually the weekend before the world shut down. I was in San Antonio for the girls' state championship weekend, and one of the teams that I'm character coach for, the Duncanville Pantherettes, were in state 2020, and they played the weekend before the world shut down. They were actually the last in 2020. They were the last high school team to play a game in 2020 because of the pandemic.
Wow.
During that season, because their game was the last game of the playoffs. They won the championship. But that's me praying before we left dinner headed to the stadium.
So your prayers win championships.
So check it out. I have 7 rings.
Real talk?
I've been a part of 7 championship teams over my 14-year career.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm actually, breaking news here on 6 Degrees. Here it is. I'm actually working now behind the scenes to write a book on character coaching. And my book will have interviews with me and coaches that I've worked with over the last 14 years on how impactful character coaching is to the locker room.
Wow.
Yeah, so I had the opportunity to link up with some great coaches, and so yeah, that's a little breaking news right there.
That's what's up, man.
Should we read 2022?
2022.
Yep.
Listen, yo, brother, this has been dope. This has been dope.
Good stuff.
Brother Hubbard, when you ready,
Yeah,
we ready.
I'm telling you, and I'm speaking to this. I'm speaking to you right now, and I want everybody on here to agree with me, bro. Your professionalism, your drive for this and for this content, I promise you, if you stay consistent with this for another year, bro, you're going to be discovered by some people who want to give you money to do this.
Listen.
Yeah, like you're producing your own, you're making your own content, and this is just another pleat of you. Like, you have your music. This is inspired from your music, but this is not your music. You have a whole other platform for your music. And everybody who I introduce your music to becomes fans. So, yeah, you just dope, bro. We can go on and on about how much we love each other, and there's genuine love. And I think that more black men need to discover this between men and between brothers, that the love we have for each other over the years have caused us to be connected to some great people in each other's circles. So tonight was a good depiction of that. Like, Amir is friends with my boy Sabi and my boy Nick and my boy Reggie, who I met in college, and Amir and Jeff know them, and I know Jerome because of Jeff, and I know Ralph West, who's on here tonight, Ralph West II, and Robbie Tolan. I know that because of Amir. And so all these different circles, and man, when I tell people, and I mean this, when I tell people that when I look down the list of brothers that I've done life with, went to school with since the 6th grade, people who I can call to this day, and they will do anything for me, including the names I just dropped. Everybody, every black man is a productive man. We're on a group chat right now with 12 of us that we talk all the time, and everybody, pharmacists, doctors, musicians, teachers, pastors, entrepreneurs, bankers, social justice initiatives, finance, everything you could think of, ex-Marine pilot, like everything. And so our conversations go all over the place, and God has just been amazing, man, just to see him do great things in the lives of black men who sold out for their purpose. Like that. It's amazing to be a part of it, amazing to watch.
Yeah, man, and I think, and I don't. The thing that I appreciate most about what you just said. First of all, thank you, and I receive all of that. And if people want to give me money before somebody discovers me, I put my little thing up there so you can see it. I put it up there one more again. I put it up here one more again for you. But I also want to say too, though, that I don't think a lot of people get that experience of being connected so tightly for so long. And it's my prayer for the world that everybody gets to experience something, at least one relationship like that that outlasts most things that are going to present themselves in your life. I mean, how many changes how many versions of us have existed over that time? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you talking about the first voice that I heard after the most tragic point in my life, and then to be laying in the bunk bed in Amir's room when he gets word about his grandmother. To us hearing our mothers in the living room of Miss Palm's house while we're in Amir's room playing video games and hanging out. Black women, being black women, and holding each other up, encouraging one another, having conversations, having laughs. Miss Palm busting in the room telling us we were too loud.
Yes.
Like you mean to tell y'all heard us over y'all? Right. You know, but
when she said, "Don't make me get Ebonics."
Yeah, but she busted. Mama busted up and said, "Don't make me get Ebonics on y'all."
that was a night to remember.
But then I told somebody the other day to go from that. So we see our mothers, but then we see our fathers. And so my circle, y'all, is full of, okay, I'll take the 3 brothers you have here tonight. Amir's mother and father never married. My parents married. Jeff's parents never married. But we all had men in our lives that Amir and I would almost hate for our dads to talk, because that meant we were going to be wherever we were for another hour.
Oh, for another hour at
Bro,
least.
and our dads would be like, y'all come on. And we wouldn't come. And they would be like, y'all come on. Like, y'all going to stand here talking for, we might as well keep doing what we doing.
Exactly.
And so, but we all had strong, so what I'm saying is we saw strong black women and we saw strong black men. And I can't tell you, I know without a shadow of a doubt, it's because of those type of people in our lives that we are who we are today. So here's what I'm saying. Even if you didn't have that, be that. Even if you didn't have it, be it. Be a strong black woman. Be a strong black man for some other young man or some other young woman that as they grow up, they see you handling life challenges with God on your side and with integrity and with character, and handling life's issues with character and integrity. Like, yo, we never saw our fathers disrespect our mothers. It didn't happen. And if they had arguments or disagreements, that wasn't in front of us. That wasn't towards us. They were grown. They loved us. And so what I'm saying is, this generation, as I end my piece tonight, I think our generation needs more strong black women and black men to step up and say, I may not be your biological mother or father, but I can be a strong presence in your life through transparency and love so you can win. We need it, y'all. We need it. We can't afford to lose a generation because we won't be transparent, or because we won't step up and just show our scars. Like, some people need to see your scars, because once you are transparent about showing yours, they'll be transparent about showing theirs. And something that happens is we all bleed and heal together. But we can't keep hiding our wounds and hiding our scars, expecting us and others to be healed. It doesn't happen that way. And so we're in a very beautiful place in this time in history. And I believe that we have the we can take advantage of it and become greater, become better, and see our kids live in a better place than what we have. So that's my spiel.
And that, folks, was Purvey's point. See, that's why you can't invite niggas on your podcast, because then they just be too good. They be too good. And
that was my spiel, man. I'm done for the night. I'm done.
Shut up,
I'm
man.
done.
You ain't done. Yo, you definitely, listen, you got some people who are totally agreeing with you here. Kadre says, we actually are brothers. True family, a true blessing indeed. Absolutely.
Appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, B. Winnie says, we definitely need these influences. Listen, and the cool thing, I like what you really said, man. Just be that. Even if you haven't had it, just be that.
Yeah.
Because it really is a decision. This is what I'm going to be. This is how I'm going to be it. And then you do it. Clarissa says, Purvey does it again. Kristen giving you the amen hands. Amen. Yeah. Throw them up. Kadre, you ready? Listen, also, let me remind people, if you would like to, and we have a few people backstage, we see you, and we're going to bring you on in just a minute.
Can I take a water break?
Yeah, go grab you some more. Go grab some Kangen. Kangen. It's not from the Congo, but it's Kangen. Anyway, use this link. Just posted it in the chat. This link will bring you to the VIP section. Oh, crap. I didn't mean to do that again. There we go. Boom. Use that link. Brings you back to the VIP section. You can ask us a question face-to-face. Only thing we ask is that you don't get us banned. Please don't get us banned. We've been doing really well so far for 13. Is this the 13th episode? Am I counting right? We did 8, 9, 10, 11. This was episode 13. Look at that. Go ahead, me. Anyway, you got your little Kangen, bruh?
Yup.
Okay. Bring your little Kangen back in here, man. Kadre, we coming to you first, bro. Also, if you come back here, make sure you have headphones on so that we won't have any feedback. And
The show over with.
don't do them like that. All right, you ready? Kadre wants to ask you a question. Hold on, let me.
Wants to ask me a question?
Yeah, this is people. This is the chance for people to get to talk to you face to face. You know what I'm saying? All up in your grills.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get to that, Kristen says people always assume that they have to be an example to become an example. They have to have, people always assume they have to have an example in order to become an example. But we need to be what we desire.
A word.
A word. A word.
Word.
A word. That's a word. Kadre, what's good, brother?
What's happening? What's happening?
How you doing, man?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling excellent. You know, feeling productive for sure.
Talk to us, man. Would you anything you wanted to ask Robert or myself?
Yeah. So, Rob. So,
Yeah.
when exactly is that demo coming out?
What demo? What demo?
The one that was played earlier.
Oh no, that's archived. That will never be released. The only time it'll be played is tonight.
Right, that's over with, bro.
Had that tucked away in the vault for sure.
Yeah, like deep off in the vault.
Yeah. See, so y'all were talking about the early recording methods and everything. And should I tell you, I used to have this karaoke machine, and it was like a huge karaoke machine. Came with two speakers, and so like, man, should everybody got to start like somewhere. Like what I used to do is take two blank tapes, record one instrument on one blank tape, and then put that particular tape in the playback deck, and then record another instrument, and then just so. Everybody gotta have a start. Sure, you listen to some older demos, it's like Lord have mercy.
Yeah. Listen, bro, we all been there.
Yep.
Yeah.
We all
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. So like, so I know I heard you talk about your book that's coming out and everything, and which church are you pastoring at?
So I'm currently an executive pastor at Concord Church here in Dallas.
What
Texas.
What are you?
An executive pastor.
You're a what?
Executive.
A what?
That means he's the boss.
I'm one of the top tier team members.
One of the top tier. Okay. Yeah, so like next time I come to Dallas, I'm gonna have to visit you. I have family members in Dallas.
Yeah, come on by Concord, man. Pastor Brian Carter is a great, he's an amazing God, amazing leader. I'm gonna have so much fun working on this staff team. I can already feel it. So I'm excited.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely,
If you're
man.
in the Dallas area, make sure you hit up that Concord.
Oh yeah, definitely. So yeah, man, Dallas, that's family. Like Dallas is really a sister city to Houston.
But she more like the hood sister.
A very
Houston is the sister with a nice waist and thick hips, and she pretty. Dallas is the sister be like, yo, that's your sister. I mean, she cute, but like, she ain't you, But
I really have no clue how to respond to this right now.
That's how it is. I've been living in both cities. That's exactly how it is.
Yo, Kadre, man, thanks for popping in, bro. We're gonna send you back.
Yes, sir.
Always love. Kristen, you ready? Yeah. She back here crunching on some chips or something. You get your headphones straight. Are you ready? You straight? Okay. And hold on. As we bring you in, because you're VIP. Not that nobody else is VIP. Everybody at my party is VIP. We can sip champagne for free. Your night of ecstasies on me. I wrote that myself.
Tonight.
Before we bring you in, we're going to bring you in. I'm also going to bring in another person here because he has to be in here when we pull this picture back up because he didn't get to see it earlier. Can you hear us, Chris?
Yeah. Can y'all hear me?
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can hear you. You're a little low. Is there a way you can turn your mic volume? Oh, okay, cool.
I don't know. It's Bluetooth.
Oh, okay. Okay. Hub, come around here real quick.
Yeah, you gotta go that.
I'm
that
a
way.
just stand there. You can stand in between us. So I'm gonna place this out so that you can.
You gotta see this.
Can you get back here?
Yeah, he's small.
You know he vegan.
Kristen said, "You know he vegan, so he can back. He can squeeze through small spaces." All right, Hub. We wanted to put this up, and also have Kristen on here because I'm sure she's gonna have something to say about it too. Bam.
Wow. Wow. I was not happy. I was not prepared to take that image.
I actually had a question about this picture.
Can you hear what she's saying,
Oh,
Jeff?
here. Let me take my spot real quick.
Okay. Cool.
Now, what
Mr.
you said?
Clifford,
Yes,
I'd
ma'am.
like to know who you looking
Hold on.
at.
Time out. This old yeah. Yes, man. This old sexy
You
voice
mad?
ass.
You mad because you got the falsetto and I got the other one, the opposite, the antithesis.
Yo, this is my brother. This is my other brother, Jeffrey Hubbard. Like, I've never not known this dude ever. Like,
That's true.
I literally have never not known him. So we've literally grown up as brothers, and that's just what it is. And so it's really cool to have the three of us together. I don't even know the last time just the three of us were together. Like,
It doesn't happen very often
nah,
because our clique is so what's the right word?
enormous. We have a
Yeah.
lot of people, man.
We've got a lot of cool brothers.
Yeah, slide over this way a little bit more. But yeah, man, it's I just had to pull this one out. But Chris, what was your question about this one?
I really wanted to know what y'all were all looking at because y'all all have such different expressions that we don't know what's actually happening.
I feel like this image was taken by Amira's mother.
This is at your house.
It is definitely at 6831 Lyndhurst in Houston. Yep.
I don't know. What would it have been? I don't know why.
So I don't know whether I was like in the process of blinking or whether I was annoyed or what.
I don't know, man. But it's just an interesting picture, man. And it's so interesting because I still remember these personalities. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
At this age versus our personalities now. And although a lot of the threads are very similar, they're at the same time drastically different individuals.
Oh yeah. No doubt about it.
Kristen, do you remember these people in this picture?
I definitely remember these people.
What do you remember about these people?
Somebody worked at Astro World, and then everybody worked at Astro World.
Actually, I was the only one not to work at Astroworld.
Yes.
Forgive me. How dare I?
No, but I just want to point that out. Like everybody else, I was jealous. I wish I could have been out there getting an awesome suntan for $6 an hour.
A terrible suntan with a whole lot of photos to prove it.
Facts. Chris, did you want to ask Rob something?
I did.
Rob, where you at?
But actually, it's kind of for all of y'all. My question.
Okay. We'll start with Jeff. Go ahead.
It's the same question. I was thinking about like just how y'all grew up since I was a firsthand witness as the only person that was allowed to be tagged along and annoy all boys for most of my life.
Mm-hmm.
What parts of your history are you not going to share with your children?
Oh.
Wow.
Oh. I'm gonna tell you a really funny story. You remember Big Ronald Gatson, right? I don't know if Kristen can hear right now, but
yeah.
So I recently was on his ex-wife's podcast, Tiffany Ojo, and we had all this really awesome conversation about natural healing and ways to prevent chronic disease and kind of what the Black community needs to be more healthier. And she was like, yeah, I just remember meeting you the first time at this house party. And
everybody was intoxicated and all of this stuff, and I was like, oh, I do remember meeting you at that particular party, and I had no idea that was like the first time we ever met. So I apologize for all of that tomfoolery that took place in front of you. I'm pretty sure that you weren't really happy. Well, maybe you were, but you were like, "Is this your friends, Ron? This is who you spend time with." So those sort of inebriated college years, like, we don't need to share that.
That's get X'd out.
Yeah, we're just gonna leave. We're gonna leave that.
Here's
out.
what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna share what they ask about. So, if they don't know to ask about that, then I'm not gonna just volunteer. Rob, come back over here real quick. Kristen had a question for the three of us, and the question was, because she knows all of us. She's known all of us since forever. And so she's been a part of each iteration of us. Mm-hmm. She asked, what part of our childhood are we not going to share with our kids? And you being the only person who actually has kids, I think it's more appropriate.
Kids that I know about. These two might have the lives they've lived. They may have estranged kids somewhere in America. Around the Florida area. Carolina.
His could be anywhere in the world.
Carolina's a mirror somewhere off in, off Gessner, Westheimer. If some young man or woman off Gessner that's about 17 years old now come and say you their daddy, you might want to get a blood test. All right, come on. All right.
That's cool if they come at 18. Just don't come at 17. That's the whole year.
Anything below 6.
Come at 18.
All right, so what's the question?
That was the question, nigga.
Oh, I forgot it. My bad.
You just answered. No, you didn't.
I didn't answer.
You didn't.
What part of my childhood or what, Bobby, that I won't tell my kids? Ooh. You know what? And if you know my kids, there's no part of me I won't. Like, there's no I won't share. No. Senior year of high school. Yeah, around that end of that.
So you just tell them that you skipped from junior year. I went straight to college after my junior year.
Yeah, senior high school. Yeah, I probably if I to answer the question, there's part of my child, I wouldn't say probably senior year high school. I wouldn't tell them. Whew. I wouldn't want them to try nothing I tried senior in high school.
Chris, any other ways you want to try to expose us on here before we get off?
I also have one memory of you guys that, like, I think is one of the coolest times ever. And I want to say that it was y'all's graduation from high school to college when we had that dinner. Do y'all remember that?
Oh, yeah. She's talking about the dinner, that dinner that we had at your place.
Yeah,
in the when we all took that picture. I had like a head wrap on. You was in it.
Oh
yeah. Ralph.
That was the moment when our parents started having grand speeches.
Yeah,
like both of our dads talked.
Yeah. Oh my gosh,
and we were ready to go. We were done.
They started the talking at not at the end of the
right.
So
and it just kept going
after y'all's first year in college, because I think that happened like just before y'all went back or something like that.
Yeah,
like,
that's probably right.
That was the transition. But I remember that day because I thought it was so cool, because just thinking back on how long y'all have known each other, all the things that y'all have done together that have been positive, because they didn't know all of the crazy. So all they could reflect on were the positive things, and then all of you guys like praying for each other and being there for each other. And I just always thought that was so cool. And seeing you guys as adults and not just like young adults, and how you matured and grown up and supported each other through like all of the iterations of your lives, I think it's really amazing. And I just love seeing y'all together all the time. So I wanted to share some love with y'all.
Oh, thank you. We love you too. And I love the fact that these brothers, I know Kristen has linked with these people outside of me. And it's just because of that connection. You know what I mean? It's because they look at you and they're like, okay, that's mine. So I'm gonna make sure she's good. And you know, yeah. And Auntie Dodie, listen,
Man.
just the simple fact that Auntie Dodie is Auntie Dodie
Right.
to everybody. It's because we all fam.
Moments.
So
But,
I don't know if Kristen remembers this, but we were leaving Jerome and Chloe's wedding in Jamaica, and I had mistakenly put my passport in the little hotel safe, and I forgot to take it out. So we get to the airport, and I'm rummaging through all my stuff.
You also forgot that I told you to get your passport before we left.
Well, again, we was at the all inclusive, and you know what had happened.
You know
was,
what goes down.
Okay, we're not gonna go there. That's again what we probably weren't gonna tell my children, but we were like, okay. Anyway, I so appreciate you because amidst all of that potential anxiety and I'm finna miss my flight and whatever else, she was like, just go back and get it. So it's no problem. Be right here. I'll watch your stuff. And like that was just so small probably in your mind, but like that was super dope for me because some other people been like, yo, bro, I got a plane to catch. I'm like, I don't know about you, but you better make it back on time. I'll be in security. Right. So thank you, sis.
I couldn't leave you hanging.
I know.
Oh.
I know.
That's love.
All right, y'all. I love y'all. Have a great night. I'm gonna
Love you back.
Always.
Love you back. Amy, listen, go ahead and get it. We about to catch up too in just a second.
See y'all.
Love you.
Love you.
Mama said it was called the round table.
The round table.
Called the round. Yes, it was the round table. We had several of those.
Yep.
But that one was an epic one because
we invited everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody's over there.
Yeah. Who else was in there? Kelly, Leela, Janae.
It's a picture from that.
Yes, I have the picture. I just didn't pull that picture up. But yeah. One more time, fellas, just jump in here. Let's just look at this. Let's just look at this photo right here. This is
chocolate.
This is a thing right here that is happening.
All this greatness.
This is a thing. So what real quick, you introduce yourself, let people know what you do, what it is, and we'll have you on the podcast too. But ahead of that, and then we're gonna wrap up, and then you just send them one last word, and then I'm gonna end it.
Show, man.
I know it's my show, nigga. That's what I'm telling you what's about to happen.
I'm just saying.
Wait a minute, man. When my cash app and everything finna get put up there?
What you want your cash? Come on, John. Come on.
Y'all been passing plates.
We've been passing plates. We've been passing.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So guys, I am so appreciative of the space. $ Comedicare. KEMETICARE.
Medicare changed my life. For real.
Come on now. Talk to him.
Like real life.
Talk to him.
You can speak that on your last Purvey point. Guys, so I went to medical school. I went to Southern Illinois University after matriculating through the Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. So shout out to all the HBCUs out there. During my journey through traditional medical school and medical training, I had an epiphany about why people develop chronic illness and also why they don't always recover appropriately from chronic illness. And it's really because they don't quite understand how those diseases develop in the first place. And I didn't know of a source or a location, an individual that was really championing how to prevent illness from happening, specifically in communities of color and with melanated people. And there's been tons of people who have done so as and as learned men, women, and people maybe in alternative medical modalities, but very few that had gone the traditional allopathic route and were leveraging their credentials to be able to help people to understand how to prevent disease from happening and be a little bit more cognizant of the things in their lifestyle that may be contributing. So I established my business. It's called Comedicare, and essentially it's designed to bring balance to our communities in regards to health and bring balance to the healthcare system. And so I just try to find all sorts of unique ways and opportunities to impact healthcare. That's kind of my attitude and how I, kind of implement my strategies and my thoughts. And so that basically looks like, concierge health services for those individuals. And that's really a new trend in medicine. Obviously, telehealth has kind of taken over since we are undergoing this pandemic and everything like that. But I thought that was going to be the future of medicine 7 to 10 years ago. And so just really been trying to work on establishing ways that people can get the type of information they need and have the support that they need to make the adjustments and changes in their lifestyle. So that's my elevator speech.
Dope. And they can find you. You have a website?
Website, comedicare.com.
You can find them here. Oh, let me spell that right. .com.
Got it.
Bam.
That's that. And then on all the social medias, you can actually just subscribe to YouTube. It's Jeffrey B. Hubbard, MD. Also, Facebook, it's Comedicare. On Instagram, it's Dr. Equilibrium. So I try to provide whatever insight and direction that I can when I can. And
what's your IG again?
Dr. Equilibrium.
Doctor.
DR.
You can keep talking.
Yeah. Let's see what else.
Doctor.
Yeah.
EQUIL. 2 L's?
Well.
Brium.
D.
I did that right? D.
Yep.
Dr. Equilibrium. D? What's the D for?
MD.
Okay.
Great.
Equilibrium. MD. Because the MD, right?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah,
okay.
You with me now. So, yeah, guys. Well, I guess that.
Yeah, that's it.
It said an error, though.
It was just on that one platform. Also, if you want to, drop something in that virtual tip jar, it's right there at Comedicare. Listen.
It goes to a good cause, guys.
Goes to a good cause. Go to the website. Check it out. It's my brother, Dr. Jeffrey Hubbard. Appreciate you, bro, for being on.
Always, man.
Round it out one more time.
Great to have you in the city.
Brother Purvey. And then we about to hang for a bit.
Check your phone.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I airdropped you a blessing.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, I got to put this up before we get off.
So, so I guess my last word is just make sure that you either find friends that believe in you or become the friend that believes in someone else, because we are a illustration of what happens when brothers love each other, support each other, and stick behind one another. And look at all three of us. We doing the doggone thing. And you can't tell me no different, because the proof is in the fruit. So anything that is living and thriving bears fruit. And there's fruit coming from both of my brothers' lives. And so we're living and thriving. So we're about to get off of here so we can live and thrive some more.
Amen, brother.
Right?
Amen.
I appreciate you inviting me on tonight, bro. I had a great time.
Man, thank you, man. And listen, before we go, I just want to remind you all, you can find Robert at robertepurvey.com. You can catch him on Instagram.com at repurvey. And I think I linked him in some of my posts as well. Where else? Oh, also, because that's what we do here. This is a podcast. Make sure you follow the podcast on IG and all your other socials. Remember to follow There's a Song for That playlist on Spotify. I posted the link to that a little bit further up in the chat. Make sure you go ahead and get that. Remember, tomorrow night, my brother's podcast drops. Go ahead and subscribe to that. And this Saturday night, the Free Agents podcast is live 10 p.m. Eastern. That's all the stuff you need to do. Follow me too. If you don't follow me, if you're new here, if you came for one of these Negroes and you just happen to stumble upon me, I got a IG and all that stuff too. If you're watching it on YouTube's, whatever's, you know what I'm saying, hit that follow, like, subscribe, share it with a friend. Yo, listen, we've had some of our highest numbers that we've had this entire time. I would love you all to join me again next week. I didn't make my banner for next week. Why didn't I make my banner for next week?
You'll get it up.
I'll get it up. But, you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Each and every Wednesday night, 9 p.m., 6 Degrees Podcast. Now, before I leave, I just wanted to bring up one other photo that my brother just shared with me. And I'd be remiss if I didn't get an opportunity to pop this up here before we get gone. And it's so funny when you first confirmed that you could do the show, I was actually looking for this photo. I should have named it something. Okay, now I gotta find it. Hold on.
It's a great way to end the show.
I know, man.
It'd
Listen,
be nice to just sing a commercial while you figure something out.
you know what I'm saying? You know, this one's for all my ladies. What's up? Shouts out to everybody in the Astro world. Bro, you missed the song I played earlier. Damn it, where's this damn picture? I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. It's really good, and so that's why I'm trying to find it. Let me see what it saved as. Oh, I know what I can do. Arrange by date added. Cool. No, it's not in there.
Up top.
Is that it? No, here it is. Bam. All right, here we go, y'all. Here we go.
What song you gonna play What song that reminds you of?
All right, here we go. I want somebody else in the chat to drop us. There's a song for that. Give me a song for this photo that you're about to see. You've watched this all night tonight. You've seen how the relationship is. You know what we be doing and how we be. Give me a song for that. First of all, I know a lot of y'all, and I saw Kadre, you mentioned earlier, you never seen me without, you've only known me with longer hair. This is me pre-hair. This is 8th grade graduation.
That boy still can't grow a beard.
I still can't grow up and baby-faced. This brother was baby-faced. This is the last time he had no facial hair. I feel like he was one of the first ones to get facial hair. But yeah, give me a song for this one. I think the song for this one is Back in the Day. Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I would. You got a song for this one, Jeff?
Friends. How many of us have them?
Yeah, that's a good one. So we got Back in the Day. We got Friends. What you got, Purvey?
Oh man, I have no. Let me see. When I need to think of a song, I can't.
Look at you.
Myself full of music.
Kadre says, "That's What Friends Are For" by Dionne Warwick. Come on now. In good times, in bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. What's Sabi say? He's still at 36.
Give me a song, Sabi. This is gonna be stupid.
Purvey looked like he was the speaker at my 8th grade graduation.
Sabi, give a song for that picture. It's gonna be something crazy.
Hey, that vest clean though, bro.
Oh, Purvey had the dress up. Clearly, I had one jacket.
Whoop, there it is.
Yeah, Purvey looked like his stuff was tailored. Mine straight off the rack, bro. What tie is that I got on? That tie is awful. Hideous. Anyway,
That's the tie you get from the suit store at the mall, though, bro.
exactly what it is. The clip-on joint. Just had to end with that one. Listen, y'all. I feel like I missed something. Did I miss something?
You gave all your plugs.
Yeah, I did everything. Listen, y'all, I got to get up out of here because I got to still jump rope before we toast and have conversation. So said that was my daddy's. It probably was my daddy's jacket. It looked like my dad's whole suit. Anyway, y'all, this has been a great episode. This is probably one of the most fun episodes I've done of the 6 Degrees podcast. Thank you all for tuning in. I'd like to remind you, wherever you are, however you're watching this, make sure you follow, like, and subscribe. Whatever platform, if you're watching this on YouTube, and if you aren't, please go over to YouTube and watch it. Hit that subscribe button, click the bell notification icon so you can be notified whenever we got something going on. Thank you. Love y'all for tuning in. This is 6 Degrees podcast, where instead of separation, we choose to explore the ties that bind and focus on those things that keep us connected, like that. Like connected like this, right here.
Man.
Like that's connection.
That box, man. That box started everything.
The recording box.
Phone.
When Jeff starts a comment with that box, you gotta
you don't
pause
know
for
where
a
it's
second.
going.
Wait a minute.
You don't know where it's going.
Minute.
So many connotations to the box.
But I was saying earlier, Jeff is the one who gave me the box because he was working at Home Depot, and that was my connect.
He gave you that box and
So I got the box.
other box.
Okay, all right. And on that note,
I was in the plumbing department. I didn't know how to effectively handle this box question. But I did my best,
might wanna
and
cut it off.
voila, here it is. He made it.
Might want to end the show.
on that note, y'all, listen, I'm out. Tune in next week. 6 Degrees podcast. Love y'all. Thank you. We gone. That was supposed to be smoother, but it wasn't. But you know when you hear the music, you know what time it is. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Peace.